The Legend of Zelda. Zelda vs. Terminator, Chapter 20. Santina's Quest. Author's notes. I am going to try to do at least 4 chapters this month, because it is Zelda month this month. Went the Harios built up in Chapter 4. Jack Link's hot girlfriend Santina went on an adventure to stop the evil Amy, and bring peace to the world of Hyrule. Santina ran Akris, the field of Hyrule, to the place where she had to get Ott. Sewed, she ran to the Zora's domain where she had to get instructions on her Secret mission that even she did not know what it was. So she was running, but then had an idea. She used here crafting skills like in Breath of the Wild to make a Baka-Clay, so she cold rise there, like in Pokemon. So Santina, she was riding across Hyrule Field when it became nighttime, and she was attacked by the Skilshins children. But Santina used her Uzi guns to destroy them with fire power, shooting from her bike like CJ does in GTA San Andreas. Then Santina upgraded her gun skill to Hitman level and was shooting from her bike with twin submachine guns, kill loads of the bad skellies. Then Santina arrived at Zora Domain and arrived at the stage. It was all style frozen over and cold tear, as this is before Chapter 15.
Thank you for that.
So Santina ran into the Secret Agent codename 555 ALA, Mr. White, a Zora, who is a spy and wears sunglasses.
I need you to infiltrate Ganon's domain and see the strength of his army and how many warrior he has.
Mr. White 555 said to Santina.
That is impossible! I don't have 2 weapons to fight entire army!
Santina said.
Babe, you don't need to do that! I got something for you,
said Mr. White 555, and he gave her Stab Boys from Fallout New Vegas and the Chinese Seth armor from Fallout 3.
Be like invincible, man, and like sneak in, they won't see you at all. Then, get the information and get it out. It's easy, babe,
said Mr. White 555. So Santina went to the entrance to Ganon's castle on her bicycle, but while wearing the Chinese stealth armor and using a Stab Boy on the bike so no could see to bike. Then Santina arrived at the evil zone of Ganon. There were the 2 giant towers and giant gates of Ganon that guarded the entrance to his evil realm, and there was an evil monster around it. Santina approached the evil gates, and none of them cold sees here, cause here, stealth mode. Santina was going to cycle into the secret back door that Agent Mr. 55 White told her about. How does he do these in one take? But then, the giant gates between the towers opened, and Santina had to hide underground in the hidden grotto that was near to gates. Then she saw it was a fairy fountain grotto. There was a big fairy there.
Oh, honey, what are you doing here?
She said to Santina.
I am on top secret mission, but that big old army is coming this way, and I had to hide.
Santina said back.
Oh, why did you not say? So I have CTV cameras above they are hidden with fairy magic so we can watch the army pass.
So they did! And there was a huge army of tanks, helicopters, ponies, jets, dragons, horsemen, rockmen, evil giant birds, giant spiders, machine gunners, rocket men, firemen, demons, skeletons, moblins, whizbars, giant scorpions, ice monsters, fire monsters, eletic monsters, werewolves, were-sharks, were-spiders, were-boars, were-rats, were-apes, were-monkeys, were-dolphins, were-hamsters, vampires, jink-bats, spider-men, Spider-Women, skeleton dragons, foamy tanks, Mordos tanks, Plamas tanks, demons from Doom, Nazis from Wolfenstein, Terminators, giant robots, giant robot machines, giant robot machine androids, and at the end of the line, Freddy Krueger, who was invisible as he only exists into Dreamworld. Of course.
This is too much,
said Santina.
Oh, well, he's got a big army,
said the giant fairy.
I need to get Evdestins from Ganon's base and take it back,
Santina said.
I would go there, but it is bad policy and you might die,
said the giant fairy.
I have it as a mission to stop the evil, said Santina. Well, if you most got, take this,
said the giant fairy, and gave Santina a Stednith, and also a Silst Pistol. So Santina snuck onto the walkway that went into Ganon's realm that went up a giant cliff miles high, and as she went up, she could see more of the evil army march below her. Santina looked at the evil army and knew Tat Ganon and Tat Evil Terminator must be stoked. So Santina climbed to the top of the cliff and saw the castle base that was not Ganon's main castle, but it was still an important part of making his evil army.
Yeah, probably.
So Santina went in stealth mode and was sneaking like Solid Snake. She then saw a Gunard who was smackocking, and she slit his throat, which killing him, and took his discow. Then Santina went down a corridor with many evil guys, but she was disgusted. Santina then was in a corridor that was locking over the cliff. There was a man with psychic powers who said, "You are not one of us." Santina knew that she would be found out if she didn't act quick, so she threw him over the edge of the cliff. Woo! No, the Suik man said and fell to his death. He hit one of the evil army men as he fell. Then Santina went into top secret part of the base. Thought the entrance of that need a card key, but Santina hacked the key guard with her skills. Then there was a guy who said, "You'd have clearance to be here." But then Santina said, "Here's my clearance," and stealthy cut his arms of killing him. That was really rude. Then Santina went to the most secret part of the base. Santina used her infrared goggles to get to his next bit because it was made dark to keep it secret. But she got through it with no problem. But then she was attacked by invisible monsters. So, Santina used her infrared giggles to see invisible creatures mode, and then shot him with her slanted pistol so that no one could hear and killed them all.
That was easy.
Then Santina got to the most dangerous part of the base, and there was a bad side that said, "Evil top secret project, do not enter ever, Trevor, enter here." "Ha! I do not afraid," Santina said, and kicked down the door. Then Santina heard voice that said, "So Santina, you finally came." It was Hitler! And soon Santina saw that it was two Hitlers. Ganon had cloned Hitler 2 times and made Nazis from the Wolfenstein games come into Zelda Land. Just seemed right. Author's notes, I got this idea from the badass comic Superman at Earth's End. Yes, I know that Linkara, who I am a big fan of, because he is really cool internet guy with an awesome fedora and badass attitude, does not like this comic and thinks it sucks. But I think it's so cool and badass and awesome and hella cool. Whatever floats your boat, Jack. Well, Santina, you cannot stop us now. We have a new army, Amy, and empire that is allied with Ganon, said the twin-cloned Hitlers laughing with evil. That is for you, I think, but we can beat you, said Santina. Santina was about to kill them with her science pistol, but they teleported away.
It seems like the fit is going to be even bigger than we thinked,
said Santina with Tacitus.
What the fuck does that mean?
Then Santina had to quickly hack the I formation from tech computers before the security forces butt down the door. So Santina had to quickly do this, and she was also putting in the traps to stop the monsters from coming in room. She blew up one guy within Mine Trap, and another with Spike Trap, and killed another moblin with Poison Trap, and then killed Werewolf with Shock Trap, an evil Soldier with Gas Trap, and also an evil man with negative Angry Trap. I don't get it. Then she was just about to get all the data when the monster birds thought the door, but Santina shot them all with her twin submarine guns and killed him. Santina got all the data off, and then set the explosives on the giant explosive barrels as Santina jumped out of two windows and off the cliff.
Whoa.
Santina was falling off the cliff to her death,
I hate being dead.
but she hacked the biplane of base and moved it underneath her, so she fell straight onto it, and then she flew away epically like a boss, as in being cool, not the booze that you beat after the end of the level.
We could use a drink.
Then Santina flew the plane to go back to the Zora's domain, and she was fly across Hyrule Field when 3 of Ganon's evil planes came and tried to shoot her down from the sky with bullets from machine guns. But Luli, Santina is an ace Poliot, and even she is in a biplane. She at-manavired them and shot them down with bullets and missiles. Then she got to the Zora's domain, and cause this is a sea biplane, she landed and gave the evidence to Agent 555, Mr. White. Remember that guy?
Good job, Agent. That was stunning success.
Mr. Agent 555 said,
Just doing my duty.
said Santina. Close enough.
Well, Santina, you are now part of the Zora Secret Service and Secret Police, also known as the ZBG.
Oh,
You are
fuck
Agent
you.
1337. Welcome abroad.
A pleasure, sir, and could tell you who I think is behind this. Santo Usurper King, it has to been him because he is evil scientist, and now he's up to his old tricks.
Santina said, I apologize, I changed her voice midway through the story. Shit, I'm not supposed to be breaking the fourth wall. Keep it going.
Too late. We think that, but Zant is harmless now. He is video game critic with show called Zant's Game Rants, where it plays games and gets really angry at them and swears a lot. He did a review of the ROM hack Zelda Parallel World last week.
Said Mr. White 555 with correction.
Really? He does sound like he's improved, and now he's made good Triforce 2 videos. What did he say about it?
Asked Santina.
He said it is piece of shit that he will not whip, he ass wit. Then he ate it and shot it out again and mailed it back to the guy who made it. After that, he beat the shit out of Donald Duck.
Mr. White 55 loosed because the review as Funi.
Yes, that game is too hard. I heard that even the great writer fanfiction genius and gaming expert Jack Russell could not beat it. It also lies completely about Hyrule history. It is really absurd and nothing in the game could happen in reality.
Said Santina.
Yes, we have sent one of our agents to take out the person who made which should not be too hard as livers in Muther Basement.
Said Agent 555 Mr. White. I had to check who the fuck was talking next.
Anyway, we have received report that Robo Hitler and the Clone Hitlers and Spider Mastermind and Evil Terminator have leaked a army of mutants and demons and were monsters against the good kingdom in the sky. Good Terminator is already flying here to fight them. You sold go too.
Mr. White 55 again.
I will go.
Said Santina, and then Mr. White 555 said,
You'll need these.
and opened a secret chamber on one of the Zora statues, and there was a whole room of weapons. Santino took shotgun, miniguns, railgun, flamethrower, plasma gun, remote mines, proximity guns, timed mines, plasma grenades, BFG 9000, and a rocket Luker. Then Santina also picked up a heavy metal CDs, including the soundtrack from the Kick-Ass film, also called Heavy Metal, and a pair of sunglasses. She put the sunglasses in, got in the plane, and put on some badass music and said, "Let's rock," and took to the fight the evil. To be continued.